So that fast isn't over until the first bite lands. If your first bite is sugar, your pancreas throws a big party and your fat burning clock punches out. Rule number one, protein first. You want to focus about 30 to 50 grams of protein. This anchors appetite, flattens glucose. So things like fruit smoothies or juice. That's essentially plugging in an IV and giving you sugar straight to your bloodstream. So avoid those things at all costs. So today, the exact way to break a fast so you can stay calm, full, and in fat burning mode, not face planting into snacks. Welcome, everyone. This is episode 106 of the Obesity Project. Again, my name is Dr. Mark Shankman. We're going to talk about best foods to break a fast without backfiring. This is part 7 of our fasting and health series. So let's talk about first the goal of the first meal. The goal is to stabilize glucose, so no roller coaster, raises, hyperglycemia, hypoglycemia, back up, back down, back up, back down, that roller coaster ride that I've referred to many times. We want to keep the insulin low. We want to keep fat burning on. We want to refeed protein and minerals so that cravings don't come roaring back. And then a simple rule is protein first, fat to satiety, and carbs last and only optional. It's not something that you absolutely need. And then let's talk about the 3 breakfast rules. So, of course, breakfast, the term itself, comes from breaking the fast. And this is what everybody naturally does after a night of sleep. So you want to memorize these 3 break fast rules. Rule number 1, protein first. You want to focus about 30 to 50 grams of protein. This anchors appetite, flattens glucose. You want to target things like eggs and steak or ground beef, salmon, sardines, chicken thighs, shrimp. Rule number 2, add fat. You want to do this on purpose. You want to add butter or tallow or olive oil, enough to feel satisfied. You're not ruining your fast, you're securing it. And then rule number 3, carbs last and small. If you're insulin resistant or chasing fat loss, keep the carbs to a minimum at this meal. If you're metabolically flexible or training really, really hard, you can add a small baked potato, berries, or cooked veg after protein. All right, let's talk about the 7 foods or combos to break a fast. These can be very much plug and play. So things like 3 eggs plus a 6-ounce steak with some salt and some butter, 6 to 8 ounces of salmon plus a squeeze of lemon or a drizzle of olive oil, 1 to 2 cans of sardines. You can add some pork rinds or some cucumber slices for crunch. Things like chicken thighs with the skin on. You want to have that skin. That skin is where all the good fat comes from, and you want to add those pan drippings. You want to use 8 to 10 ounces of ground beef in a bowl. Mix in some butter or optional cooking greens, cooked greens if you want. Shrimp sauteed in butter. Maybe add a side of eggs if this is something that you're trying to add a little more protein to the mix. And then I'm a big fan of bone broth. My wife is nice enough to make me the bone broth, so I don't have to. But you want that bone broth salty. Then you want to add eggs or meat. Great if your gut is very sensitive. All right, a quick dairy note. If weight loss has stalled, test a month without milk or Greek yogurt. Reintroduce those hard cheeses only if you still make progress. So dairy, you have to be a little bit cautious of, a little bit careful of, because it can stall your weight loss if that's your goal. And then you want to plate templates by goal. And what I mean by this is you want to focus on fat loss and insulin resistance. We start with 40 to 60 grams of protein plus some added fat, no or very low carbohydrates to really kick that fat loss into gear and lower that insulin resistance. So things like eggs and beef, or salmon and buttered veg, to the point at which you tolerate. You want to also focus on a training day or a refeed. So protein first, then a small amount of clean carbohydrate. An example of this would be some steak and eggs with like a small baked potato afterwards. And then, so the templates are by goal. So if your goal is fat loss or insulin resistance, you'd go with that first one. If your goal is a training day or a refeed, then you go with what I just mentioned. Now, if you have a sensitive gut, you want to focus on things like bone broth, maybe some eggs or fatty fish with ground beef, not with fatty fish or ground beef. Keep it simple, cooked, and salty to the taste. All right, so here are some things what not to break a fast with. These are metabolic booby traps. So things like fruit smoothies or juice. That's essentially plugging in an IV and giving you sugar straight to your bloodstream. So avoid those things at all costs. Things like cereal or oat bowls. These cause spikes and can cause crashes. Dessert coffee. I mean, I see in the office, people come in with these coffees. Honestly, they're purely dessert. I mean, 18 miles of whipped cream and all sorts of flavorings and stuff. These are dessert. You cannot look at this as a morning cup of coffee. These are dessert coffees. They have creamers and syrups, and they're more of a milkshake than they really are coffee. You want to avoid big yogurt parfaits. Even unsweetened can spike insulin to very high levels. You want to avoid high fiber snack bars. These are glycemic landmines in disguise. So these will raise your blood sugar like nobody's business, and you think you're eating healthy. Also, alcohol. What? Alcohol? Yes. Save it for maybe never. Okay, not here anyway. A rule of thumb is if it tastes like dessert, it acts like dessert. So keep that in mind when you're trying to figure out what not to break a fast with. All right, here are some rapid fire facts for you. Electrolytes during the fast, yes, but you want to use them unsweetened only. Lemon water, fine, but may have a marginal effect. But this one is a good hack if you need to get more water in. OMAD is okay. 1 meal a day is OMAD. OMAD is okay, but only if you hit your protein. The aim should be about 0.7 to 1 gram per pound of goal body weight. So again, like I mentioned in the previous video, if you're at 200 but your goal body weight is 170, you want to shoot for 0.7 to 1 gram. So shoot for about 150 to like 170 grams of protein to hit that goal weight. And if you're still ravenous, make sure you salt your water. Add about 10 to 20 grams more protein and take a 10-minute walk. This will cure your cravings and your hunger. So here are some final thoughts for episode 106. Fasting works when your first meal respects the signal that you just sent it. Protein first, fat for satiety, and carbs last, if at all. So if you do that and one meal becomes a metabolic green light, not a roadblock. So don't forget, here on the Obesity Project, we're cutting through the myths and we're getting to the root. So next up, episode 107, signs you should stop fasting immediately. These are red flag symptoms, who should pause, and how to reset without losing progress. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and stay tuned. We're going to continue on the fasting kick, and we're going to share that information with you guys. Appreciate your attention and your time. Thanks for giving me that time. I know that's very precious. I really appreciate it. And hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you continue to get all this great information, on a very regular basis. So thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.